Alexander the Great wanted to take over the world, but he had a problem. Not enemies, not a weak army. He had no money. Imagine having the greatest military in history at your command, but no way to pay them. No gold for weapons, no silver for supplies, no treasure to fund the conquest of an empire 10 times richer than yours. So how did Alexander, a broke 20-year-old king, turn his empty treasury into one of the greatest war machines the world has ever seen? The answer? He borrowed, gambled, and conquered his way to unimaginable wealth. This is the insane story of how Alexander hacked the system to fund his world domination. Welcome to Modern Lens, where we inspire you to think, grow, and succeed like a billionaire. Let's go back to 336 BC. Alexander is just 20 years old when his father, King Philip II, is assassinated. Now, he's the new king of Macedonia. His dream to conquer Persia, the biggest, richest empire in the world. But here's the problem. Macedonia is broke. The royal treasury, almost empty. The army, huge but unpaid. Meanwhile, Persian King Darius III is sitting on unlimited gold, enough to buy armies, ships, and whatever he needs to crush any enemy. So how do you fight a rich empire when you have no money? Most kings would have waited, raised taxes, looked for allies, not Alexander. He did something insane instead. His father, King Philip, had been saving up for an attack on Persia. When Philip died, he left 600 talents of silver. Not enough for a world war, but a solid start. Alexander took every last coin and went all in. No backup plan, no safety net. Alexander borrowed money he didn't have, convincing the Macedonian elite to loan him 1,300 talents, more than double what was in the treasury. This wasn't just a small loan. If he lost, he'd be in massive debt with no way to repay it. Instead of worrying about money, Alexander told his men, "We're not fighting for a paycheck, we're fighting for an empire." His plan? Win battles, take the enemy's money, and fund the war as he went. It was bold, it was reckless, but it worked. Alexander's first big test was the Battle of Granicus in 334 BC. If he lost, he was finished, but he won. And the reward? Massive loot. His army raided Persian cities, seizing gold, silver, weapons, and supplies. Suddenly, he had enough money to keep going. And once he realized that conquering made him rich, he never stopped. By the time he defeated Persian King Darius III, Alexander controlled over 180,000 talents of wealth, making him one of the richest men in history. Alexander didn't just fight with swords, he fought with money and strategy. He took huge risks, invested in his army, and used other people's money to fund his dream. And the lesson? Power follows money. Even the greatest warriors need cash flow. So next time you hear about a powerful empire or leader,